Dear friends, welcome to a personalized episode of Enlighten Me. Today we'll explore the rumored launch of a performance-enhanced Tesla Model 3 and the strategic shifts in the electric vehicle market. Then, we'll delve into innovative climate modification projects and their implications for global warming. In an unconventional climate modification endeavor, scientists launched salt particles into the sky from Alameda, marking the first outdoor experiment in the US aimed at enhancing cloud cover to combat global warming. This secretive coastal atmospheric aerosol research and engagement project, led by the University of Washington, sparked debate over the ethics and potential risks of geoengineering. Despite concerns, the project advocates for advancing understanding of aerosol impacts on climate, emphasizing a commitment to open science. Meanwhile, California's push for transparency in corporate greenhouse gas emissions faces setbacks, with the SEC pausing reporting amid legal challenges. Amidst these developments, climate conversations are evolving, with public engagement strategies becoming increasingly crucial in addressing climate change and its mitigation. Additionally, California's efforts to reduce emissions through electric vehicle adoption and cleaner trucking regulations highlight the ongoing struggle and innovation in environmental policy. Antarctica experienced a record temperature spike on March 18, 2022, with a 38.5 degrees increase above the seasonal average, marking a significant climate change event. Research led by Will Hobbs of the University of Tasmania suggests an abrupt critical transition in Antarctica's climate, with sea ice variance doubling since 2007. The phenomenon indicates a shift to a new sea ice state, raising concerns over local and global climate repercussions. Ocean warming, comparable to the energy of over 25 billion Hiroshima atomic bombs between 1971 to 2018, underscores the scale of change. The loss of sea ice accelerates warming due to decreased reflection of solar radiation. If unchecked, melting Antarctic ice could raise global sea levels by more than 60 meters, threatening coastal populations. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change's sea level rise predictions may underestimate the actual threat. The situation in Antarctica exemplifies the challenge of managing nonlinear environmental changes and highlights the urgent need for action against global warming. A recent report utilizing the Carbon Majors database highlights that just 57 companies have emitted 80% of climate pollution since the Paris Agreement. Analyzing data from 122 major oil, gas, coal, and cement producers, it found that 65% of state entities and 55% of private firms increased fossil fuel extraction post-2015. State and state-backed entities are the largest contributors, with ExxonMobil leading as the biggest investor-owned polluter, responsible for 1.4% of global CO2 emissions from 2016 to 2022. The International Energy Agency, in May 2021, and the IPCC, in April 2022, have both emphasized the need to halt new fossil fuel projects to meet Paris Agreement goals. This report underscores the significant impact a small number of companies have on climate change, mirroring findings of concentrated methane emissions in the Permian Basin. Join us as we explore the upcoming storm season. An early forecast for the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season by the Colorado State University Hurricane Forecasting Team indicates an extremely active season ahead. With predictions of 23 named storms, 11 hurricanes, and 5 major hurricanes, Category 3 or stronger, these figures significantly exceed the average activity over the past 3 decades. The increase in hurricane intensity, precipitation, and the likelihood of storm surges and flooding is attributed to climate change, primarily due to the extraction and combustion of fossil fuels. Furthermore, the forecast suggests an above-average chance of these storms making landfall in the US, signaling a potential increase in climate-related challenges in the coming year. And now, pivot our discussion towards automotive news. Recent videos hint at the imminent launch of a performance-enhanced Tesla Model 3, potentially named the Tesla Model 3 Ludicrous, following its significant Highland update. Captured in Valencia, Spain, the footage showcases a red Tesla Model 3 with performance upgrades, ludicrous badging, a new front splitter, aerodynamic wheels, and interior modifications. Speculation is fueled by a leak from South Korea, suggesting the new model will feature an upgraded rear motor unit of 406 horsepower, contributing to a combined output near 600 horsepower. This version is expected to improve acceleration, achieving 0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds, and extend its range to 328 miles on the Euro WLTP test, albeit with a slight weight increase in the US model. Tesla might announce this updated Model 3 performance at their next investor call on April 27th or a subsequent event this summer. Elon Musk's recent pivot from launching an affordable electric vehicle, EV, to focusing on a robotaxi project could jeopardize Tesla's market lead. Despite Tesla's success, with nearly $100 billion in revenue and $15 billion in net profits last year, this strategic shift raises concerns. Tesla was close to producing a $25,000 EV, potentially boosting sales and helping compete against low-cost Chinese EVs. However, Musk has instead fixated on developing a robotaxi, a vision he believes could generate up to $30,000 annually for owners through passenger services. Yet, Tesla's autonomous driving technology, crucial for a robotaxi's operation, remains at level 2, requiring constant human oversight despite years of development. Critics suggest Tesla should either create a dedicated team for the robotaxi or reconsider its priorities, but Musk's significant control over the company and its direction makes significant shifts unlikely, risking Tesla's competitive edge. Lucid Motors achieved a new delivery record in the first quarter of 2024, shipping 1,967 luxury sedans, slightly surpassing its previous record from the fourth quarter of 2022. Despite this achievement, Lucid faces challenges in sustaining demand for its high-end Air sedan. The company is preparing to launch its Gravity SUV, but relies on discounts and increased marketing for its current models. Additionally, Lucid secured an extra $1 billion from Saudi Arabia to support its operations. Similarly, Rivian experienced a stagnant start in 2024, with stable vehicle production and deliveries. Both companies are navigating a competitive electric vehicle market dominated by Tesla and traditional automakers. Lucid did not disclose how many of its delivered vehicles were the more affordable Air sedan variant or the exact number shipped to Saudi Arabia for assembly, a strategy aimed at selling up to 100,000 vehicles to its major investor. Toyota teases the next-generation 4Runner SUV, introducing an off-road-focused trail hunter trim level like the Tacoma pickup truck. The 2025 model retains the iconic power-operated roll-down rear window, with a modernized interior hinted at through teaser images, showcasing a new display and layout similar to the Tacoma. The 4Runner, sharing the TNGA-F architecture with the Tacoma and Land Cruiser, is set to be fully unveiled on April 9th. Despite initial similarities to the Land Cruiser, the 4Runner is expected to feature distinct design elements like unique taillights and tailgate surfacing. With pricing speculated to start in the $40,000 range, the 4Runner aims to offer a more affordable option compared to the Land Cruiser, potentially using a non-hybrid turbocharged 4-cylinder powertrain with an optional hybrid variant. The anticipation builds for how the 4Runner will differentiate from its counterparts while maintaining its off-road legacy. General Motors Cruise is cautiously returning to Phoenix, redeploying its robotaxis in manual mode after a nearly 5-month halt. This move comes after an incident in San Francisco where a pedestrian was hit and dragged by a cruise vehicle, leading to a fleet withdrawal and a re-evaluation of its rapid expansion strategy. Cruise's previous aggressive growth saw its presence in cities like Dallas, Houston, and Miami, but safety concerns and technical malfunctions, particularly in San Francisco and Austin, prompted criticism and regulatory scrutiny. The company is now focusing on creating detailed maps and gathering road data to ensure safer autonomous operations in the future. Amidst this strategy shift, Cruise faces the challenge of rebuilding trust and adhering to improved safety and crisis management protocols without a clear timeline for resuming driverless services. Next, we'll delve into the evolving EV landscape. The US and the European Union, EU, are navigating tense negotiations regarding the Inflation Reduction Act's IRA impact on EVs, with EU cars currently ineligible for US EV tax credits due to stringent requirements on battery materials origins. A critical point of contention is the IRA's mandate that 40% of critical minerals in EV batteries must originate from the US or its free trade partners, a criterion only Canada and Mexico currently meet, escalating to 80% by 2027. Despite ongoing discussions, a breakthrough has yet to be achieved, complicating the relationship as the EU seeks to counteract by loosening its subsidy regulations. The US's insistence on labor standards and the right to inspect sites, especially concerning China's labor practices, further complicates negotiations. However, new EU rules banning products made with forced labor could pave the way for a raw materials partnership, potentially allowing European EVs to qualify for partial US rebates. This development and the establishment of the Minerals Security Partnership Forum indicate progress towards resolving these disputes, underscoring the broader global shifts in automobile manufacturing as nations and companies position themselves in the burgeoning EV market. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Innovation Pulse. If you enjoyed our insights and are eager to learn more, the Enlighten app is just a tap away. Expand your knowledge with personalized content on over 20 diverse topics, from crypto to health and beyond, all curated to fit your interests. Download the Enlighten app now at the Apple Store or Google Play, or visit the enlightenme.ai website. Stay curious, stay enlightened.